Hello, guys. We have been going through some of the made in Japan life philosophies or tactics or strategies that are helping them maintain their culture, heritage, and being a superpower in the globe at the same time. Now, today we are going to have a look at Oubaitori, which is a fantastic concept, which essentially means taking pleasure in each individual flower, which means we should not be comparing ourselves or any individual with any other individual because each individual flower or person has its own strength, has its own fragrance, has its own essence, and we should give time for them. We should give them time to blossom whenever they are ready to blossom. So it is basically Oubaitori is basically concept of not comparing cherry, apricot, peach, and plum because each of them have unique characteristics, unique essence, unique life goals, and they do not blossom at the same time. Let us have a look at it. So in a fast-paced and interconnected world, it's easy to fall into trap of comparing ourselves with others. Social media in particular can enhance this tendency by presenting carefully curated images of people's lives where people seem to be always happy and beautiful. Their achievements are glorified and successes are celebrated often. This constant comparison often leads to feelings of inadequacy, low self-esteem, and a sense of not measuring up to others. However, there is a powerful concept from Japanese culture known as Oubaitori, which can help us break free from the cycle of comparison and embrace a more fulfilling and authentic way of life. Let us understand what Oubaitori is. Oubaitori is a Japanese term that can be translated to enjoying the plum blossoms or taking pleasure in each individual flower. That is, never compare yourselves to others. The word consists of four words: cherry, sakura, apricot, ume, peach, momo, and plum, sumomo. Now, each of these beloved trees blossom in its own time and in its own unique way. The term originates from the practice of celebrating the blooming of plum blossoms during the winter season. Rather than comparing the plum blossoms with other flowers or whining about their lack of vibrant colors like cherry blossoms in the spring, the Japanese appreciate the uniqueness and beauty of plum blossoms as they are. Oubaitori encourages us to accept our individuality and focus on our unique journey. Just like one would appreciate the beauty of each flower in the garden without comparing them to one another, this concept encourages us to live in the present, appreciating our progress, growth, and experiences without being preoccupied with what others are doing or achieving, irrespective of whether that is true or false. Because, especially with social media, we are never sure whether the picture that is painted in front of us about the success or the beauty or the happiness of their lives is true or false. Now, the dangers of comparison, constantly comparing ourselves with others, can have damaging effects on our mental and emotional well being. It creates a mindset of scarcity and inadequacy, where we believe that someone else's success or happiness means we are way behind them. This unhealthy comparison can lead to feelings of jealousy, envy, and self doubt. For example, you are an aspiring blogger like myself who posts his blog on social media. Instead of feeling satisfied with the progress you have made, you find yourselves comparing your work to other bloggers and content creators with large followers and more recognition. As a result, you may feel discouraged, questioning your talent and worthless as a blogger. Over a period of times, you see no point in writing or blogging and publishing it on social media since you are way behind the other influencers. Now, the Oubaitori gives us a freedom from all these aspects. By practicing Oubaitori, we can shift our focus inwards, acknowledging and valuing our own growth and journey. It's about finding joy and fulfillment in our unique path, irrespective of how it compares to others. This mindset can lead to a sense of freedom, self-compassion, and increased overall well-being. Now, embracing your own journey. Consider the story of two runners training for a marathon. One of them is a seasoned athlete with years of experience, while the other is a newcomer to long distance running. If the newcomer constantly compares himself to the experienced runner, he may feel demoralized, wondering if he will ever achieve the same level of skill and endurance. Instead, by embracing Oubaitori, the newcomer focuses on his own progress, celebrating each milestone and finding joy in the improvements he makes regardless of the experienced runner's achievements. He can certainly look up to the experienced runner for motivation guidance but never compare himself. Discovering your unique talents also is an important aspect of Oubaitori. Each one of us has a unique talent, skill, and interest. ambition. When we stop comparing ourselves to others, we can fully explore and nurture these individual attributes. Imagine a group of musicians pursuing their passion for music. If one musician is always comparing himself to his bandmates, he might hesitate to explore his own music style or experiment with new sounds, fearing that he may fail. By embracing Oubaitori, this musician can focus on honing his own abilities, expressing his creativity authentically, and contributing something distinct to the band's collective performance. Gratitude and self-appreciation. Comparison often leads us to take our own accomplishments and blessings for granted. We may overlook our achievements and the simple joys in our lives because we are too busy comparing ourselves to others. Practicing Oubaitori allows us to cultivate a sense of gratitude for our own journey and accomplishments. By taking the time to acknowledge and appreciate our efforts and progress, we build self-confidence and a positive self-image. When we focus on our growth and acknowledge our unique contributions, we find contentment and happiness from within. Nurturing healthy relationships. Constant comparison can also negatively impact our relationships with others. When we are busy sizing ourselves up against our peers, it's challenging to genuinely celebrate our success or offer support when others face challenges. Oubaitori fosters a more empathetic and compassionate approach to relationships. Instead of feeling threatened or envious of others' achievements, we can genuinely be happy for them and offer encouragement, knowing that their journey is different from ours and we are not competing with them. Resisting the influence of external factors is a very important aspect of Oubaitori. Society often bombards us with messages about what success and happiness should look like. We might feel pressure to follow a specific career path, reach certain milestones by a particular age, or possess certain material positions to be deemed successful. However, embracing Oubaitori allows us to resist these external pressures. Instead of defining our worth based on external benchmarks, we can tune into our passions, values, and aspirations and create a life that aligns with our own ambitions and aspirations. Cultivating a growth mindset. A growth mindset is the belief that our abilities and intelligence can be developed through dedication and hard work. When we embrace Oubaitori, we naturally lean towards adopting a growth mindset. Rather than feeling defeated by the achievements of others, we view challenges and setbacks as opportunities for learning and growth. This mindset empowers us to persist in the face of adversity, knowing that our journey is about progress and improvement and not just about outperforming others. Setting personal goals and ambitions. When we let go of the need to compare ourselves to others, we can set goals and intentions that are meaningful and authentic to us. Our aspirations are no longer driven by external validation, but rather by our inner desires and values. This fosters a stronger sense of purpose and fulfillment as we pursue objectives that genuinely resonate with our hearts. To summarize, in a world where comparison has become almost second nature, Oubaitori serves as a gentle reminder to focus on our own unique path and growth. Just as each flower in the garden blossoms at its own pace, each one of us has our own journey to embark on. Embracing Oubaitori liberates us from the burden of comparison and allows us to lead more fulfilling and authentic lives. Remember, it's okay to admire and be inspired by others, but avoid letting their journey define ours. Celebrate your progress, cherish your unique abilities, qualities, and trust in the beauty of your individual blooming. As you practice Oubaitori, you will find a deeper appreciation for yourself and others, fostering a positive and compassionate outlook on life. Ultimately, it's in this genuine self-acceptance that is Oubaitori that we discover the true meaning of happiness and fulfillment. Let us not miss the bloom. Thank you.